Hello everyone and welcome back to another Movie Nights movie review. My name is Dalton and today we're going to be talking about Charlie's Angels, the 2019 version. This film was directed by Elizabeth Banks and it stars brand new versions of the Charlie's Angels. I am actually kind of a big fan of the one with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. It's a really cheesy movie, but I think it knows exactly what it is and it's really fun to watch. And obviously you have the classic television series of Charlie's Angels with the three, most badass women ever. But let's not compare. Let's just talk about this film the way it is. And I won't lie, it's not terrible, but I don't like it. Well, let's talk about good things first. Elizabeth Banks, while not still fully there as a director, she's significantly improved since the last film she directed, which was Pitch Perfect 2. Also, there isn't a bad performance of the bunch in this film, especially the chemistry between the three main leads of Naomi Scott, Kristen Stewart, and Ellen Balinska. All their performances are great and they play well off of one another. I will say the standout though is Kristen Stewart. My god, she owned this movie. The problem is she was doing her very best on a script that was not there, and I'll take that into the negatives of this film, the biggest one being the script. The dialogue was not good throughout the entire film. A lot of the instances in which these characters ended up just didn't make sense and I had a hard time getting out of them. There are literal scenes where you're watching it going, why is that happening? No, but you can, okay, you kind of just have to not think about it. I'm not going to dog on this too much, but the film CGI is also not very well done, but I mean, that's budgetary, there's a whole bunch of reasons as to why the CGI wasn't great, but it is noticeable when you watch the film, so I just figured it was worth noting. The film also lacks a memorable action set piece. There is action in the film, but it's helmed in a very boring way. Like, there was nothing about the action sequences that were exciting. There was nothing, when the action was happening, I wasn't like on the edge of my seat like, oh, what's going to happen next? It was just, I was watching events play out. And that's really disappointing when you have actors who are capable and willing to do action scenes like this, and it was just really, there was a lack of excitement. And I know that sounds repetitive, but I can't emphasize enough how unexciting the action scenes were. Something that I should also point out, there is one sequence in the film that I genuinely loved. It is I'm not going to spoil anything, I'm just going to give you like the heads up if you're watching the movie. There's a sequence where they all have to wear the same outfit and go into a building to try and steal the MacGuffin of the film. And that sequence is incredible. It's funny, it's very well directed, and you genuinely get great performance bits from every single character. You understand the mission and you're following them. And like I said, it's very funny. And I was like, wow, I could watch a whole movie of this happening. And just, the movie didn't live up to that one sequence. Also, especially in the mid-credits of the movie, the film presents ideas that the movie could have explored or a path the movie could have gone down that were fundamentally way more interesting than what we saw. So as you're watching the mid-credit scenes, you're like, oh, I would have watched a whole movie about that, or that seems really interesting, why didn't they do this? And it's just, it was meant to be a fun thing a fun, playful thing at the end of the movie, and it ended up biting them because it seemed more interesting than the movie we actually got. So, like I said, while Elizabeth Banks' direction has improved, the script was not very well done. While the actors all do a great job, especially Kristen Stewart, it still wasn't enough to save a movie that was full of unexciting action and just a muddled everything else. I'm gonna give Charlie's Angels a C-. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.